Hi, Juleps. Good morning. Okay, are you ready to sing hello? Let's start. Hello, cha cha cha. Hello, cha cha cha. Hello, and how are you? Cha cha cha. I'm fine, cha cha cha. I'm fine, cha cha cha. And I hope that you are too, cha cha cha. Okay, so let's start with our calendar. What month are we in, guys? Begins with a J, which says ja, ja. What month are we in? We are in June. Can we say June, June? Good. We're in the month of June. We're in the month of June. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. We're in the month of June. We're in the month of June. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Very good. Okay, let's count how many days we have so far in the month of June. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. What number comes after 18, friends? Good. It is 19, which is a 1 and a 9. Could we say 19? 19, one of our numbers of the month, right? Today is June 19th, and what year is it? It is 2020. So it is June 19th, 2020. And here's the last time we're going to say this. What season are we in, guys? We are still in spring, but guess what? Next week is going to be summer. So this is our last time. It is our last day of spring for our circle time because over the weekend we're going to switch to summer. And we will talk about that next week. So yeah, today's our last circle time during spring, which is crazy, right? Where'd that whole season go? So let's figure out what day of the week it is. So yesterday was Thursday. Yesterday was Thursday. Let's figure out what today is. We have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. What? What day comes after Thursday, friends? Good. It's Friday. Could we say Friday? Friday. Today is Friday. Let's figure out what tomorrow will be. We have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What? What day comes after Friday? Good. It is Saturday. Could we say Saturday? Saturday. Tomorrow will be Saturday. Very good. So let's go over our letters that we've been talking about this week. And then next week we'll actually finish them up. And then we'll have gone over every one. Okay, so let's start with this one. What letter is this, friends? Good, it's the letter Q. What sound does Q make? Q says quack, quack, right? But Q has a friend we need to put it with him. What is Q always with? Q and U, right? Stick together like glue. So Q and U stick together like glue. Remember, we always see Q with U every time in a word. And together they still make what sound? They make the quack, quack sound. Can we say that? Quack, quack. So Q says quack, quack. Very good, guys. What letter is this? Good, it's the letter S. What sound does S make? S says s. Remember, it looks like a snake, right? Which starts with S, and it makes that sound a snake does. So could we say S, 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 S? Very good. What letter is this, guys? Good, it's the letter R. What sound does R make? R says R, R, like R, R, red, R, R, red. So could we say R, 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 R? Very good. Okay, let's do our next letter. What letter is this, guys? Good, it's the letter U. What sound does U make? U says like umbrella. Umbrella. Good, so could we say U, U? And then the last one we've gone over this week. What letter is this, guys? Good, it's the letter T. What sound does T make? T says ta, ta, like ta, ta, turtle. Ta, ta, turtle. Good, so could we say T, T, ta, ta. Very good. So let's go over our sight word. And next week, we're actually not going to do any new sight words or word family words. Someplace to say, guys. We have C-A-N. What does C-A-N spell? Who remembers? It spells can. Like I can jump really high. I can run really fast. Can you guys come up with a sentence for can? What can you do? Very good. Could we say can? Can. Good. And now our word family, which I'm going to attach a worksheet with because today's the last day we're doing this word family. Next week we're not doing a new one either. So I'll attach a little worksheet so you guys can go over this. Remember, we're doing the OT family, and OT says ought. Ought. So let's put our letters on to make words. What letter is this, friends? So letter H. What sound does H make? H says ha, ha. And then we're going to add ought. So we have ha, ought, ha, ought, ha, ought. What do you hear? Hot, right? Like it is very hot in the summer. Hot. Good. What letter is this? The letter N. What sound does N make? N says no, no. And then we're going to add ought. So we have no, ought, no, ought, no, ought. What do you hear? Not, right? Like it is not winter anymore. Not. Good. What letter is this? So the letter L. What sound does L make? L says l, l. And then we're going to add ought. So we have l, ought, l, ought, l, ought. What do you guys hear? Lot, like I have a lot of books to read. Lot. What letter is this? So letter D. What sound does D make? D says duh, duh. And then we're going to add ought. So we have duh, ought, duh, ought, duh, ought. What do you guys hear? Dot, like polka dots, right? Dot. What letter is this? So letter P. What sound does P make? P says pa, pa. And then we're going to add ought, if the marker would work. So we have pa, ought, pa, ought, pa, ought. What do you guys hear? Pot, like we make a pot of pasta. Pot. And then our last one is, what letter is this? So letter G. What sound does G make? G says g, g. And then we're going to add ought. So we have g, ought, g, ought, g, ought. What do you guys hear? It is got. Hold on, make this light a little darker. I can't see it so well on the camera. Got, like I got a lot of presents on my birthday. Got. So that's it, guys. That's our whole word family. Okay, so can you guys, oops, I dropped the marker on the floor. Can you guys repeat after me? Remember, all of our words are going to rhyme, and if it has the same ending sound, rhymes. So we have ought, hot, hot, not, lot, dot, pot, got. Good, one more time. Hot, not, lot, dot, pot, got. Very good, guys. Awesome. So I'm going to send that stuff along to you today, and you can practice our last word family. Okay, let's go over our numbers of the month. What number is this, guys? Good, it's 19. Today's the 19th, right? So can we say 19, and then our next one is a 2 and a 0. What number is this? This is 20, which will be tomorrow, right? Tomorrow will be the 20th. So could we say 19, 20? Very good, guys. Let's go over our shape of the month. Oops, I went to erase this and erased the wrong thing. My goodness. Okay, that came in horrible, but pretend it didn't. What shape is this supposed to be? Good, this is a pentagon. Can we say pentagon? Pentagon, and how many sides does a pentagon have? It has 5 straight sides. Can we say that? 5 straight sides. So one more time, pentagon, pentagon, 5 straight sides, 5 straight sides. Very good. Let's go over our colors for this week. And remember, we're talking about mixing colors, right, for our transformation unit. So we're going to talk about 2 colors that can be mixed together. So our first one, oh my goodness, sorry for the noise in the background. I don't know what the guinea pigs are doing. They're like taking their little house and flipping it into the side of the cage bars. I don't know. Must be fun if you're a guinea pig, so apologies for the noise. Okay, here's our first color. What color is this, friends? This is black. Can we say black, black? Very good. And this is our next color. What color is this? It is white. Can we say white, white? Good. So what colors do we get when we mix black and white together? Think elephants. What do we get? We get gray, right? Can we say gray, gray? So black and white mixed together make gray, right? So those are our colors of the week. We'll do 2 more next week, and then we'll have gone over all the colors this month, just like we're going to do all the letters. So you guys will know everything if you didn't already, which I'm sure you did. So we are going to continue to talk today about 2 things. Our first one was what we've been talking about. We're going to talk about kindergarten. So we've been talking about this a lot, and we're going to continue talking about it next week, okay? Because you guys are making a big transformation or change of your own. Right now you're in pre-K, okay? And not next month or the month after that, so we have July and August left, but then in September, okay? In September, most of you, I know a couple of friends are still staying home, but most of us are going to kindergarten in the fall, okay? That's going to be the big change. You're changing from a pre-K student to a kindergarten student. Even those of you who aren't going in the fall, you'll go next year, which means that you'll still be making this change. So what is kindergarten? Well, we've been talking about it, right? We've been talking about things that are going to be the same. You guys are still going to learn, right? Like we learn every day in school. We are going to be learning next year, but you're going to get to learn some new things. You guys are still going to be talking about letters and numbers and shapes and colors and all that stuff, but you're going to learn a little bit more with it, okay? You guys are going to start to be able to read on your own, right? Like, I read to you now, and you guys know a couple words, like our sight words and our word family words, but you're going to be able to read even more next year. And you guys are going to be able to write. Again, like we write our letters all the time in school. We write our name, and maybe you guys in Writing Center write some words that you copy. But next year, you're going to be able to learn to write even more. So all that stuff we've been learning this year is going to help you next year, which is great because you guys already know that stuff. So it'll be a big help to you next year. So next year will be easy peasy for you guys. So what else is going to be the same? Well, you're going to have teachers and friends, right? That's something that's the same, but the teachers and friends are going to be different, right? Miss Jenna, Mr. Azar, and I are not coming with you guys next year. You're going to get new teachers. And one thing is you'll have new friends in your class. Some of your baby steps friends might be there, but not everybody, okay? You guys are going to get to meet a lot of cool, new, awesome people. And speaking of teachers, you're going to get some other teachers, right? We said you guys are going to go to gym class and library and art, which you guys don't have now, right? So you'll get to meet some more teachers even next year, which should be super fun. And speaking of library, again, we have a library in our baby steps classroom, right? You guys have seen it. Next year, there's going to be a whole room with just books, right? So even more books than we have now. But one thing you definitely will do is read books every day. Like how I'm going to read you a book now, your teacher will be able to read you a book next year. So you guys, again, already know this stuff. So it should be easy peasy next year. So one more thing that's going to be the same is the playground. You guys are going to go outside as long as it's not raining or snowing, right? And play on the playground every day, just like we do. However, your playground is going to be bigger and have even more stuff than ours. So that should be pretty fun. So we're going to continue to talk about kindergarten today, and we're going to read one of my favorite books. It's called Clifford Goes to Kindergarten. So Emily, Elizabeth, and Clifford are going to kindergarten. And here's something we talked about. Some of you guys might go on this to school next year. What is this yellow thing? It's the school bus, right? You guys might get to ride this school bus next year. And again, some of you guys who have been with me last year or the year before, or with Miss Liz and Miss Natalia, have already been on a school bus when we go on field trips, right? But you guys are going to get to take that bus to school. And for those of you who have never been on the bus before, it'll be your first time. It's pretty exciting. So let's find out what Clifford and Emily Elizabeth do in kindergarten. Hello, my name is Emily Elizabeth, and this is my dog, Clifford. I started kindergarten yesterday. At first, I was scared, but now I love school. So some of you might be feeling a little scared or even nervous about kindergarten, right? Because you don't know everyone in the class, and it's a new school. But as you can tell from my Elizabeth, you're going to love it, so there's nothing to be scared of. Kindergarten is fun. Before school started, my mom read me a book about what my first day of kindergarten would be like. Hey, that's what we're doing now, right? She said I would make lots of new friends and learn about writing and counting and animals in my neighborhood. We went to see my new school. Clifford stayed outside, but just knowing he was close by made me feel better. So maybe you guys could take a walk or a drive and see the outside of your school like Emily Elizabeth is doing. We met my teacher, Mrs. Tate, and she showed us all around the classroom. She was very nice. Look at Clifford through the window. We visited the nurse's office. If I ever feel sick, the nurse will take care of me. So that's somebody you guys are going to get to meet next year. You should have a nurse in your school, okay? And the nurse is a really helpful person. He or she, if you're not feeling well, like say you have a fever or your tummy starts to hurt, you go down to the nurse and she will be able to help you feel all better. So that's going to be somebody who's a really important helper in your school that you'll get to meet. Later, we played school in our backyard. I was the teacher and Mom and Clifford were my students. I tried to be just like Mrs. Tate. So you guys could do that at home. You guys could play kindergarten with your family to get ready for it. That should be fun, right? I still had a few questions for my mom. I asked her what would happen if I missed home or if I didn't make any friends. She said that Mrs. Tate would help me feel better if I was sad. She would also make sure I didn't have to play by myself. So your teacher next year will help you just like me and Miss Shannon and Mr. Azar helped you, right? So if you're maybe having something's bothering you, maybe you have nobody to play with, you go tell your teacher and he or she will help you, okay? So nothing to be worried about. Just like we help you this year, your teachers next year will help you. So no worries. The next day, Clifford and I were playing hide and seek. So first of all, is Clifford doing a good job hiding, guys? Can you find him? Yeah, maybe Clifford's not so good at hide and seek a little bit. A letter came in the mail from my teacher. The letter said that each kindergartner could bring something from home to school on the first day to help them feel more comfortable. I knew what to bring. What do you guys think Emily Elizabeth is going to bring to school? Or who do you think Emily Elizabeth is going to bring to school? Let's see. Oh, did you guys guess right? On the first day of kindergarten, Mrs. Tate brought us to the classroom door and greeted us. She was very surprised to see Clifford. I mean, who would a giant dog, right? All the other kids brought stuffed animals or toys or blankets. They smiled when they saw Clifford. It says, "Welcome, class." It was time for school to start, and I said goodbye to my mom. We all sat in a circle, just like we do circle time. Emily Elizabeth's class is doing circle time. And the teacher taught us a welcome song, which we sing too, right? We say hello, cha, cha, cha. So maybe your teacher next year will teach you a different welcome song, or maybe she knows the same one. Clifford tried to sing along too, but all he could do was howl, right? Because can Clifford talk? No. So he howled along. Then we all took turns going to the front of the class to answer a question on the board. Miss Tate asked the question, which says, "Did you play outside this weekend?" And we wrote yes or no. Even Clifford had a turn. Oh, Clifford doesn't know how to write yet. We practiced writing letters and words. Some kids were nervous about writing. Clifford gave them kisses to help them feel better. So I wanted to actually show you guys. Look at the words they're writing. They're writing hat, bat, cat. That was one of our word families, and they're writing it. So if you guys do that, you'll already know that because we talked about that. Like I said, you guys are going to be experts next year. Unfortunately, Clifford's kisses were very sloppy. Uh-oh, their papers are all wet. Next, Miss Tate asked us to paint a picture of our house. So just like we do in school, right, they're doing art. You guys might even get to go to an art teacher next year who will teach you in a special room how to do art, just like we do already. Clifford missed home as much as I did. When he saw my painting, he started wagging his tail really fast and oops, he knocked over some of the water and paint with his tail. Big mess. Clifford rolled around on the floor to try to clean it up. Uh-oh, do you think that's gonna help? Finally, it was time for lunch. I was so hungry, and so was Clifford. So where are they eating, friends? Do they eat in their classroom like we do? No, they're going to a special room called the cafeteria or the lunchroom, okay? And it kind of looks like a restaurant. There's tables and chairs for everyone to sit down, and you get to eat in that room. Everyone loved Clifford so much they wanted to give him his own treats. But Miss Tate said we had to eat our own food, so we had energy for the rest of the school day. At recess. Now recess is when you go and play outside, which we already do, but they call it recess in elementary school. At recess, everyone wanted to play with Clifford. We made a lot of new friends on the playground. Clifford's tail made a great jump rope, and his nose was the best slide. So here's where Emily Elizabeth School is a little different than our school next year. Emily Elizabeth must go to school somewhere that's not New York City. At nap time, we were all tired from playing outside. Now, do we have nap time in kindergarten, friends? No. So Emily Elizabeth School's a little different than ours. Like, we have nap time now, but you won't next year. We all weren't used to sleeping on the rug, and it was hard to get comfortable. That's when Clifford had an idea. Clifford let everyone snuggle up with him, and soon we all fell fast asleep. Mrs. Tate was happy we were able to nap. We still had a long school day ahead of us. Clifford saved our nap time, and we woke up ready for the rest of the school day. So again, we're not going to do that next year, but in Emily Elizabeth School, she must go to school somewhere else. They do. It's a little different than ours. Bringing Clifford to my first day of kindergarten was a big success. I can't wait to go back to school tomorrow. The end. So as we could see from Emily Elizabeth and Clifford, kindergarten is going to be a lot of fun. So one more thing I want to talk about before we go. We have something special this weekend. On Sunday, we're going to have a holiday called Father's Day. So that's why I asked you guys to make me that craft, right? You had to fill out that superhero sheet, like what dad's best dad or grandpa, whoever you filled it out with, and send it to me. So that's why we made that special craft. I'm going to send you guys out later today a slideshow or a PowerPoint with everyone's crafts so you'll get to see them. So we're going to read a special story about Father's Day so you guys can get ready for Father's Day. We read it once before for Mother's Day, so I'm going to read it to you guys. I'm just going to close this and I'm going to do it on the computer screen because that's where I have the book. So I hope you guys enjoy our Pete the Cat story about Father's Day. Okay, friends, so for Father's Day, we're going to read a book we've read before, but it's one of my favorite books. It's called Pete the Cat, Rock On, Mom and Dad. So we're going to see what special thing Pete has planned for his parents. Maybe you guys have something special planned for your dad or your stepdad or grandpa or somebody special this weekend for Father's Day on Sunday. So let's see what Pete does. Come on, we click the button, nothing's happening. It was Monday morning, and Pete the cat is late for school. His alarm didn't go off. Oh, no. Does Pete have to worry? Not at all. Dad has made him breakfast. Mom has packed his backpack. Pete is even going to make the bus. So his mom and dad are helping him, right? Pete knows that Mom and Dad do so much for him. Mom helps him practice baseball. Dad takes him to guitar lessons. Every day, Mom and Dad do 100 little things, and Pete realizes that he's never really said thank you. Today, Pete is going to surprise Mom and Dad with something totally awesome. It says, surprise Mom and Dad. But what should Pete do? Can you guys think of something that Pete can make for his mom and dad to surprise them? Let's see. He could make them breakfast in bed. Uh-oh, it looks like Pete dropped all the food on the floor. He could even pick them a bouquet of flowers. His flowers are a little wilted. He could clean the house. Oh no, what happened? Yeah, Pete knocked everything over with the vacuum. Maybe he could mow the lawn. Uh-oh, what's Pete doing? Yeah, he's about to run the flowers over with the lawnmower. Maybe he could change the oil in Dad's car. Looks like he spilled the oil. That all seemed nice, but it doesn't seem like enough. Pete wants to do something that they'll never, ever forget. So, what could he do for them? Pete talked to his big brother, Bob. Bob is the smartest guy that he knows. What can I do to tell Mom and Dad how much I love them, Pete asks. Doesn't matter what you do, Bob said. It's just how you do it. So long as it's from the heart, Mom and Dad will totally dig it. That gave Pete an idea. There is one thing that Pete can do better than any other cat he knows. Rock out. So what do you think Pete could do with his guitar? Let's see. So Pete writes Mom and Dad a song, and it goes a little something like this.
Mom and Dad, you are the best. I love you more than all the rest. Yeah, I do. I cannot count all the things you do, and I know it's all because of you. Yes, it is, that I love music and art, and I love you with all of my heart. Yes, I do. And it is the best surprise ever. The end. So I hope you guys enjoyed that story, and you guys could think of something special to do for Father's Day this weekend. So have an awesome weekend, friends, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye!